Hello and thanks for joining us on your Pan-African Television Afrique Media. We're here in Dakar on this special focus on Senegal. We're privileged to be welcomed here at the Secretariat of the Oil and Gas Strategic Orientation Committee. And we're pleased to be welcomed by Mr. Ousmane Ndiaye. He's a permanent secretary of the Oil and Gas Strategic Orientation Committee. Thanks for accepting to talk to us.
Thank you.
You're heading a very important sector in Senegal, and of course, it will be very important for us to know that Senegal is preparing to start in 2023 the commercialization of the first barrel of oil as well as liquefied natural gas. Let's know what mechanisms you've put in place to ensure that this resource best benefits Senegalese.
Thank you for your question. Before the beginning of everything, the President of the Republic in charge at the time as me as the Director General of Petrogaz developed the strategy to make partnership with oil companies to explore and develop the energy sector in Senegal. And we had hopefully a discovery in 2014. And in 2014, the President of the Republic, after his long experience of managing oil company, put in place Cost Petrogaz. Is a strategy how to manage the oil and the gas discovered in Senegal. He put in place Cost Petrogaz, helping him to make a strategy, how to develop, how to put partnership, how to put oil companies, international companies, and national company, how to put it together to find the best way to manage the oil. And at that issue, we had local content. Local content is important because the nationalist Senegalese has not power to put exploration investment because it's very heavy and very expensive. But the local content helps the Senegalese people to be involved and to be partners with international companies to take care of what economic input they could have in Senegal. So we can say that the local content, the Cost Petrogaz, the National Institute of Petrol in Senegal, all this combination will make some revenues for Senegal people for the future.
Can we say Senegalese are contented, or let's say happy with the benefits they are receiving and their involvement in this sector? Can we say they are very much well placed in this hydrocarbon sector?
Yes, because it is a sector where the President took a decision in 2019, 2021 to have a big assembly at the big conference center in Diamniadio, telling Senegalese people that the oil is a resource for Senegal. It's not a resource for the state. It's for Senegal and for the future generation of Senegal. And it was very appreciated by the population because the President of the Republic wanted to involve the population in managing, in taking care of how to manage the oil industry and what revenues, financial revenues they could have in the future. And yesterday, the Assembly, the Parliament voted a law putting some money for the generation of future generation. It is a very big event in Senegal, and everybody was involved in taking care of this decision.
Yeah, you just talked about the government putting in money in the sector, and we equally interested to know what percentage of shares do the government have in this sector? So,
at the beginning, it is the beginning because it's the first time we have revenues from petrol. We can say that 90% of the revenue will stay for managing the development of Senegal, and 10% in stabilization of the economic stabilization and intergeneration. Yeah. So 10% is dedicated to the future generation.
All right. And let's now talk about the impact. Maybe we're going to wrap up with that. The impact of the hydrocarbon sector to Senegal. What do you think is going to be the long-term impact, and what do you vision?
First is industrialization, because we have petroleum, we have fertilizers, we have power generation. We'll have a lot of industries developed in Senegal with the gas industry. And internationally, we'll be a hub to develop all the countries, Mali, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau. We are the intention to be a hub to develop Senegal and Africa.
You know, maybe you just end with the fact that many believe that when there's a natural resource, something like this, petrol and all that, there's always maybe kind of in eventual, that's destabilization, or kind of, let me say that. Now, what do you think it's going to look like now? We're talking about the long term, we're still on the aspect of the long term, and let's talk about what message do you have for Senegalese, and so that they are contented with the fact that this petrol or this hydrocarbon is actually theirs and they should be benefiting from it?
It is the good management, how to manage it very, very safely, very transparently.
That transparency, exactly.
Very transparently.
Yeah.
We have it here. It is a transparency recognized in Senegal. We have cost Petrogaz, we is developing a strategy of benchmarking the best practice in the world.
Yeah.
We're going to Nigeria, we're going to Angola, we're going to everywhere we go to know, to learn.
How to better.
Exactly. Yeah. We are modest because it is the beginning. We cannot say today we are the better of everything. No, we'll try to do the best.
So the best is yet to come.
The best is to come. And we are very focused on this issue.
All right. Sir, thank you very much for talking to Afrique Media.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you equally. And we're still here in Dakar, and we were welcomed here by Mr. Ousmane Ndiaye, Permanent Secretary of the Oil and Gas Strategic Orientation Committee. Stay with your Pan-African Television Afrique Media.